One sentence I really liked from your pre-discussion very much, and that was also in that direction with, okay, what do we expect from the user, or how is tooling maybe enabling those people even more? And you say, okay, last time you mentioned, okay, Power BI, and you said, well, it's a good tool, but there's also a major downside on Power BI, and that it's very intuitive thing. So you asked me, okay, do you know the major downside of Power BI? I said, well, like not really. And said, it's a very intuitive tool. So there's of course a downside for that, because people are exactly more, even if it's not only focusing on the front end but the back end, and they're not maybe also understanding all the complexity and stuff like that, or they just starting it, and then you come to the point, okay, now we're need to think about automation and stuff like that. It's not only the first shiny first page, etc.
Maybe to add to that, a very recent customer case I ran into, they were not using Power BI, but Qlik in this case, but it's basically, it doesn't matter. It's interchangeably. So they gave us a call and said, hey, we are very good at using Qlik and we are super satisfied with it. And it works really great. Okay, then why do you call us? Well, we built now 500 Qlik apps, and each has their own script, and so you have 500 times loading the same stuff, etc., etc. And that is, of course, it was great data-wise, and it was great from a data literacy point of view, because they, really work with the data and all of that stuff, but it becomes unmanageable. They lost completely track of what's going on, and nobody knew, and it became kind of black box and all of that. That's where it really makes sense to invest a bit on the data prep side, and where we see one possible outcome of the downsides of self-service taken too far, maybe,
It's not rare that a small finance report made for that person to use as a personal use becomes a proof of concept, becomes the production solution, and then it stays like that.
A major reason for that is the agility requirements that are coming from the business, right? I mean, that's the whole idea. Data prep is too slow, the IT department can't deliver in time, blah, blah, blah. So I need self-service. So I start out with Excel, or today I start out with Qlik or Power BI. So I move fast. I move at the speed that the business requires me to move, and that's perfectly fine. But then I go too far and it becomes unmanageable. And depending on the tooling you have on the data prep side, chances are you still can't move at the speed that is required in terms of agility to match with your requirements.